On May 24th, 1994, a spectacular event took place, my birth. While my family is celebrating the miracle of my life, Brett Michaels is fighting for his in the hospital. On the same day, he got into a car accident. With as many people there on this planet, there's bound to be an event that happens every day, and the month of May is no exception. In May 1994, a lot of events took place, and the pop culture is a good way to look at what's going on in that time frame. Some births and deaths in pop culture world include Alexander Wang, who was born on May 4th. He's known as the voice of Finding Nemo and a co-star in the HBO series Weeds. A death to be acknowledged is George Peppers. He is known for the A-Team and Breakfast at Tiffany's TV television series, and his death took place on May 8th. On May 28th, pro golfer Julius Boris died of a heart attack. Movies, books, and music are another way we can analyze that time period. Some popular movies that came out are Beverly Hills Cop 3, and the Flintstone live-action film. Also during the time period, New York raised its ticket prices to $8 an hour, which we can now see in effect as we pay $10.50 for one movie ticket. Some popular books in that time period was Men Are From Mars and Women for Venus, John Gray, The Day After Tomorrow, Alan Falsman, and Wouldn't Take Nothing for My Journey, Maya Angelou. Some music events include Weezer's debut album, May 10th, their self-debut album. May 4th, Courtney Love was discharged from her drug charges, and like I said, Brock Michaels, singer of Poison, got into a car accident. In one of the most important pop culture aspects of all history, arguably, and in the month of May, was a marriage between Michael Jackson and his and Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of Elvis Presley. This was all over the news, all over the social media at the time, and on everybody's mind. The wedding took place on May 26th. It's a shocker because there was rumors that Michael Jackson was gay, and it was Elvis's daughter. The king of pop and the king of rock's daughter together, it was pop culture magic. Pop culture royalty. In the political world, the death of Jackie Kennedy was very important. JFK's widow died on cancer on May 19th of 94. In the U.S., the U.S. Space Probe Clementine launched on May 3rd. And Bill Clinton passed the ban on assault weapons on May 6th. So we can see that today, something that happened on May 1994 actually affects the gun control laws that happen today. World events include North Yemen, Air Forces bombing South Yemen on May 5th. The channel linking France and England happened on May 6th, and Nelson Mandela was the first South African black president and was elected May 9th. This is really important because the segregation in the political world in South Africa was terrible, but he did end up spending most of his term in jail because of those rules and policies. But it was known as a great and important event in African history and in political history, and that happened in the month that I was born. Other news includes the oldest woman in America dying. She's 115 years old, and her name was Margaret Skeeter, and she died May 7th. Mass murderer Joel Finken found guilty in New York. He killed 9 women, prostitutes and drug abusers mostly, and that was in New York City. Also, in Illinois, John Wayne Gacy, the murder of 33 young men who he also sexually assaulted, was put to death that day. The month of May held a lot of events, some that affected the world, some that affected just the US, and some that affected just my personal family. For the political world of Michael Jackson marrying Elvis's daughter and the most royal pop culture wedding ever, to Nelson Mandela becoming the first black South African president, The month of May held some important events. So I'm trying to say that I was actually born in that month. Some interesting things happened to change the rest of history.